let me start with the beginning of this project, which was, as a representational painter, really trying to understand what it means to be human and making art. Because a lot of the processes we have, including market economies, we've managed to make these very non-human ways of interacting. And so with this project, I'm responding to a sense of authentic gratitude. When you have gratitude, you really have a debt to someone else. And so the way that I'm repaying this debt for the appreciation of chocolate is to give these painted portraits to cocoa farmers. My research is to look to see what happens in the life of this gift, in the life of this sort of intimate bond that has been created through the transaction. And that's really the core of the art, is the dialogue that results from what the life of the gift is.
And okay, and now in particular, can we talk about your technique of painting?
Absolutely. With this painting will be shown publicly just to be able to look at the private ownership versus public ownership in my research. I use a lot of classic techniques. I build it up with oil paint. The design is made from cocoa, actually, the cacao tea, and so I like the fact that in a way this farmer has collaborated with me to create some of the materials that have gone into the painting, and so it's a closed loop of representation.
And let's talk about the video. Mm-hmm. So it's a reportage.
Yeah.
Look at me. That's
sure.
Okay.
The video that I have showing with the piece is documentation. This project has been about a year because when initially I would go and talk with the cocoa farmers, take photos of them, talk to them about what it means to be represented, ask them how they want to be shown in the paintings, because I think all of that's important. I'm not trying to put them in a category. And one of the things that came out, and I think it comes out in the video, is that the cocoa farmers really love to be doing what they're doing. It's not their last resort, and for people that are not highly regarded in society, they wanted to be shown in their work clothes, they wanted to be shown with their tools because, as I say in the video, they are real preservers of heritage and culture. And so the fact that it's something that they embody, it really is kind of act of love that they do with their own craft, and then, this is all just a response to that.
So they don't feel like to be frustrated by this work, maybe artwork sometimes?
They've all recognized, of course, it's hard work, and especially cocoa because there's so many steps. But, especially during the interviews, it's not the case that anyone wants to switch out of it to do a different job. But, talking about society and perceptions, the average age of the cocoa farmer in Grenada is 57. And so we do want to kind of bring young people into it. And this is kind of a side note to the project, is what happens when we bring a cocoa farmer to the Venice Biennale, and does it change the perception for younger people? Does it celebritize, the work that they've done? So I'm interested in looking at that.
Perfect. For me it's perfect.